Hi folks, Patrick Turner here at Feldman Chevrolet. Today we're going to do a little ride along on the 2017 Chevrolet Volt. This is a Premier Edition, so this has got a lot of goodies in it. We'll take a couple minutes to go over some of the features on the inside, and then we'll go for a drive. So let's hop in it and see how she drives. All right folks, so here we are in the 2017 Volt. Before we get on the road, I want to try out this parking assist, which they say will actually park your car for you. So you push the parking assist button, it'll say it's engaged, and you have to turn on your turn indicator. So we're searching for a left parallel park position right now. So we have actually one set up right here. Let's see if the car can recognize it. Car has found it. So then you're going to stop the vehicle, turn it into reverse. Now the car's going to take over the steering. You have to keep your foot on the brake pedal because it will just go, and then you'll probably run into something. So we'll brake slowly. I have no interference on the car except for the brake. That's so cool. All right, so there we are. Put it back into drive, and the car is going to right itself forward, giving you a spot-on parallel park job. Pretty sweet. All right, let's get out on the road and see how this car drives, and we can tell all you folks about how nice the new Chevrolet electric Volt is. Right, folks, so we're here driving in the 2017 Volt. It's a pretty nice ride. It's fairly quiet inside. It's smooth. You know, a lot of people are kind of put off by the electric car thing, but I mean, in terms of an everyday driver, I mean, this is one of the nicest driving cars that I think Chevrolet makes at the moment. The center of gravity is really low too, because all the weight's in the battery packs, which are, you know, in the lower part of the vehicle, so it actually does handle pretty good. So some of the things about the Volt that I really like, the energy setting. So for all of you misers out there that want to get your most average mile per gallons, this is where you're going to be able to see where all of your energy is being used, your driving technique, the terrain, your climate settings, and this will give you a percentage that'll show you what's using all of your energy. So right now, I mean, we got the AC on a little bit. We're using 4% of our energy on that, 10% on our driving. And this will show you all your, you know, all your good stuff about your battery, your lifetime MPGs. So we're averaging 213 miles per gallon right now, average for lifetime. So that's pretty darn good. Now, this car does have a couple features on it. You've got the heated seats in the front, heated seats in the rear, heated steering wheel in the Premier model, the frontal collision assist, the parking assist, which we just sampled, which was awesome. Rear dimming light, Bose stereo. The Bose stereo is awesome. That's a must-have in my book. It's also got the lane keep assist too, which is going to read the road, and a little icon will light up on your display telling you that. With a car, it's a green car with two lines in the middle of it, and that's telling you that it's reading the road. So if we try to get out of this lane without our turn signal on, it's pushing me back into my lane gently. I mean, it's not forcing it, but it's putting you back in there. So let's take it on a couple twisties and see what it's all about. It kind of makes a cool little noise too when you slow down. It's kind of like a Jetsons noise, and when you start it up too, it gives you like a power up noise. So we're in sport mode right now, and I mean, this car is actually pretty zippy. It's not a rocket ship, but 0 to 60, it's not slow. And the reason for that is the electric motors make 100% of the torque from 0 RPMs. They don't need the combustion to build torque like an internal combustion motor. So they're pretty efficient little motors. The other really big advantage to owning a vehicle like this, owning a Volt, is the maintenance on the car. You have no oil changes, you have no tune-ups, you have no fluids to keep an eye over, as far as, you know, a normal vehicle does. Very, very, very little maintenance. I've had customers come in with almost 100,000 miles on their Volts and have original brakes. You know, they've never done anything to it. So your cost of ownership is going to be very low in that department. And they're not an expensive vehicle compared to any other vehicles, and you get all the same amenities. Yeah, you got to plug it in every now and then, but I mean, whatever. Plug it in while you go to sleep. One of the other cool things is the paddle. They have a new paddle on the back of the steering wheel. That's your regen paddle. that will slow down the car without you putting on the brakes. So I'll put it on the flow chart, and you'll be able to see when we hit this regen paddle right here. Now, all of the regen that's being recovered back into the battery. So if you use that along with your brakes, it's actually going to regen more power back into your battery. It's pretty sweet. There it is once again, fluxing back into the battery. So a couple other bells and whistles. We've also got the blind spot indicators and the lane change alert on these cars. Tilt telescoping steering wheel. Take it down a dirt road, see how it does. A little bit of gravel noise, but it's pretty smooth. My cameraman back there, he doesn't look like he's bouncing around too much. Now, one of the goofy things on the Volts though is power seats. You know, you've got all these other bells and whistles, but your power seats, you don't get them. And you know, I haven't really talked to any engineers about that as to why the seats are still manual, but I would imagine that it's got something to do with you know, keeping the energy usage low, and maybe weight savings as well. I mean, the more buttons and wires you start putting in stuff, the heavier it gets. But all in all, very nice car. You know, they have a little bit of a increased range for the new model. Charge time's down a little bit, so do yourself a favor and at least go and drive one, at least sample it. I mean, you're going to have to change your habits a little bit as far as driving, charging it, but you do still have the, you know, the gas motor to back you up. You're not just going to, you know, fall flat on your face and not be able to go anywhere. The gas motor will turn on as a generator to actively recharge. You know, it's still going to be going through the electric motor when you drive it. It's just the gas motor's the generator charging it up. So it's still very quiet. You know, that's one of the cool things. I mean, you can literally sneak up on people in these cars. They can't hear anything. So we're going to head back to the dealership now and go back to work. So check us out, Feldman Chevrolet, Highland, Michigan, on the corner of Hickory Ridge and M59. We're posted on Facebook and YouTube. And like it and share it. And do yourself a favor, go drive a Volt.